lit. I'm everything on they wish list. Which bag should I get? Which color should I pick? Any, mini, money, mo.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Nice sharp run there by Kenyon Drake, and he's awfully tough to get on the ground. And how about this Raiders backfield? It's certainly not lacking for punch, having signed Drake this year and already having Josh Jacobs in the backfield. Now, Drake, he's never had a 1,000-yard season, but last year in Arizona was his best yet. 955 yards and 10 rushing touchdowns, plus he can catch it swinging out of the backfield.
Carr's throw there complete to Ruggs. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? It used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you've got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Carr. Caught out right by Renfro. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. So that CD, that was impressive. He got out of 3, maybe 4 tackles there on his way to the end zone.
And a lot of times when you break a tackle or slip a tackle, it actually slows you down. That's what we were taught. If you don't make the play, make him stop his feet so someone else can get there and tackle him. But not here. He just kept right on going.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing Jones. He'll get this to the rookie from Florida. That's Kadarius Toney. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Oh, good move. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 10. And Jones going to keep once more. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, It does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Carr. Pass caught by Ruggs, middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Carr now to throw. The open man here, Renfro. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he will find his man Ruggs. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's Jacobs. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. These two teams all tied after one. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Jacobs again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. To throw, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Giants 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A first down carry for Barkley. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Now Jones. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Barkley, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Let's go, defense.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Barkley will try to punch it in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And Gano's kick is right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5. Ultimately, they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw his Carr. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Second down at 4. Now Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
First down, Las Vegas.
Throwing now is Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, Carr. Man open, here is Jones. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Now Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Bryan Edwards, as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he goes out right around the 39. Jones to Galladay there for a Giant first. Jones now. A final shot before break. Trying to lay one up deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Touchdown, Giants! As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he's not going to get in as a try for two comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That's into the hands of Edwards. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team.
There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, boy, I tell you, he is a complete package. The power that he has to run through you, and then he's also got the speed to run away from you, as we saw there.
And that's his second touchdown run of this game, and this one, add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Mike, crunch time, defense. 44, Mike, 44.
Looking to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Barkley on first down, running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merrick.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return will stop right around the 25. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal.
Jacobs.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On second and goal, Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
So that one will be accepted. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw. That's complete to Tony.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Throwing, Jones.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Kadarius Toney
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers, powering his way forward, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
112 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On play action, now Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Azeez Ojulari
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. Now Carr. And this will be caught by Edwards. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Jones finding Tony for a Giants 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Back to throw again.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Jacobs. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 151 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Carlson able to put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Jones. Connecting with Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the play there. The drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Jones. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cleveland Farrell in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.